All right, Bill, thank you. Let's bring in Larry Kudlow now, host of Kudlow on FBN. You called this yesterday, Larry, and let me just point out the historic moment this is, obviously not just for the world, for Iran, for this conflict, for the United States, but for the global markets. The Dow is surging. It's up over 1,000 points right now, almost back to 50,000. This, as you just saw in that oil bug, oil prices are plunging. We're back to $83 a barrel. Overnight gas prices coming down. They are now down about 7 cents from just a week ago. Things are happening. Larry, your thoughts?
Wonderful things are happening. Miraculous things are happening. Providential things are happening. We're seeing President Trump and our national security team and our allies were bending the arc of history to eliminate this crazy Iranian government, which is the most gruesome government probably in 75 or 80 years. But the point here is the markets are correctly discounting the end of the war. But Mr. Trump is being very, very cautious, and I like this. Yes, they say Iran said they'll open up the Strait of Hormuz. They say that the sea mines will be removed or aren't there. Whatever they say, we have to see them change their behavior. The fact that they say something has no validity because they have a whole history of lies. Okay, we know that, and without verification. So I think President Trump is exactly right to say, look, the United States is going to continue to control the Persian Gulf region. Our embargo, our blockade on Iranian trades and money is still in place. And we're going to try to really starve this regime out. That's going to be part of this. Another week or two, they'll be closing down their oil fields and they won't be able to pay their payrolls for the Revolutionary Guard that kind of runs this country. So this is a terrific moment. You have to keep the heat on, all right? Markets are discounting normalcy, and that's a good thing. They're saying, look, the oil problem is going to come to an end. The United States, we trust the United States. We trust what Mr. Trump is doing. Stocks are booming. The economy, by the way, if anyone cares, profits are soaring, okay? Somebody told me this morning the first 10 or 15% of reported earnings for the first quarter was up almost 40%.
That's crazy.
So you're in great shape on the economy. That's terribly important for the stock market. The oil barriers will be lifted over time, but we must keep the heat on Iran. I'll go back to my point yesterday. This is about unconditional surrender. They are in no position to make any demands, and we must not give them any ground.
To that point, how important...
They have to turn over what he calls the nuclear dust. The enriched uranium has to be turned over. That is so important. In some sense, that's priority number one. Mr. Trump said as much. He said as much in his tweets today. They have to invite us in and give it to us. And if they don't invite us in, we will come in and take it. And that'll be the end of them as
Does
the
that
nuclear
happen
power.
at these talks, these in-person talks? How much weight are you putting into those?
They're going to have to work that out in these talks, okay? They're going to have to work that out. But again, Iran is in no position. They don't have anything to say. They have no negotiating power whatsoever. They are completely and utterly defeated. And we, United States, Israel, and military forces and so forth have absolutely destroyed them. They will never be the same. And that's a wonderful thing for the world. Like I say, we're privileged. We're blessed. We're watching history here. This is an amazing thing. It's probably like, not even I'm old enough to be, it's probably like when Nazi Germany went down. Yeah. You know, that kind of thing. Because this is the most gruesome government we've seen in almost 100 years.
This isn't even done yet, and you've already got oil dropping to 83. You've got gas prices coming down, the stock market hitting all-time highs. I mean, what happens when it's... What happens to these markets, the economy, when all is said and done?
Look, I mean, the economy is durable. The economy is strong. The policies are pro-growth. You got your tax cuts and your deregulation. One of the other things here is the American energy business, which has always been a leader, and which Trump is, from day one in the first term when I was there, he has fostered this great energy business. It will expand. We are the #1 energy power, and we're going to produce more oil, including, by the way, oil coming from South America. It's very important. More oil. The Asians, the Chinese are going to depend much more on the United States. I like that very much with the Xi meetings coming up. More tankers. We'll probably be able to build more tankers, suspend the Jones Act, hopefully. Keep the deregulation going, keep the permitting going. We're exporting 5 million barrels a day. We'll probably have to export more, 6, 7, 8 million. But natural gas will play a big role in that. Nat gas is so important in this story because that's the ultimate clean burning fuel, and even the Europeans can take that.
You heard Scott Bessent. He stepped up to the microphone at the White House press briefing with Caroline Leavitt the other day, and he suggested that between, I believe it was June and August, we are going to be back to $3 a gallon gas. Do you see that as
Scott is a great friend.
Strong possibility?
He's a very smart fellow. It's a very strong possibility. I think he said we'd have a $3 handle on it. There's no reason why we can't. These things happen fast. And I think everybody is cooperating. And I think America is behind this whole, like I say, Sandra, this is history.
Yeah.
And you know what? Winning is a wonderful thing. Winning is a wonderful thing. And that's why this country is so great.
Wow. Well, thank you for answering the phone when we called to have you back today.
My pleasure.
Big news, indeed. Larry, thank you very much. All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.